We're at my grandparents' farm in Port Royal, PA. My family's bred racehorses since the early 90s. My grandparents got involved after my grandfather got sick from working at the steel mill.
My name is Ralph Figlow Jr. and I am a horse trainer and a horseshoer, and presently we're at Pocono Downs. My father worked in management at Batavia Downs, and that got me into the barn area probably when I was 9 or 10 years old, and once I got in there and found out what it was all about, I was hooked.
I've personally been training horses for about 10 years. It's something that once it's in your blood, I think it's hard to get out of it, you know what I mean? Dad's been in the business about 50 years. My mom was in it. That's how they met, was through the horses. So, you know, for me, I'm just trying to follow in the footsteps.
It's nice when I can train with my family because everybody lives right here, so if anything ever happens that I have to go somewhere, there's usually somebody that can step in and help, and plus it's free help too most of the time.
The most challenging thing I think about training horses is to win races, but how do you get there? For me, it's all about seeing them sounder, more comfortable, happier, and with that, you hope that it translates into you know, a better race performance.
People like, you know, that earn around horses a lot, like that I work with at my regular job, like they don't until you're around it, you don't know, you know? Like they just think you have a horse, you race, like this is all the behind the scenes stuff you have to do. It still amazes me, like even doing it for all these years now, like how much you do just for a race that's a minute and
40
seconds, you know?
seconds, yeah.
Usually every day with the race horses, they come out, get brushed, then jog, they come in, get a bath, brushed again, and then bandaged or anything else that they need.
Every horse is different, and sometimes it takes trial and error to figure one out. Each horse wears different equipment, each horse has a different temperament.
The connection you have with the horses, they're almost like family because they are here all the time. They all have their own personality, and I have one back here that we raised here. He's 11 now, and every day since he's been a yearling, he flips the feed bucket over the fence when he's done eating. There's never a day that goes that he doesn't do it.
The most I've ever trained probably were 7 horses, and generally now I like 1 or 2 horses and like to give them individual care. I'm a horseshoer, so I think that's a vital part of the horse's well-being, and I try to incorporate all of it.
Come on, buddy. We'll go this way, back up a little bit. Come on. This way. He's like a big dog.
My son Ed helps me. He had a serious accident 17 years ago and suffered a traumatic brain injury. He came home in a wheelchair and was in pretty bad shape, and we needed to get ourselves something to latch on to set a goal. A bulk of it was to be here at the track, and it's helped in his rehabilitation.
To be able to learn from your father is very priceless, and to see generation to generation, it's nice to see the torch being passed, and that's something that's very cool and unique about this business is you learn and you progress every day.
I don't think people realize that there's horse racing almost every day in Pennsylvania, and I don't think people realize really the work that goes into it and how well the horses are cared for.
I wish more people would realize the excitement and the opportunity to compete. You're seeing the best horses, the best drivers.
Whether you're first, second, or third, just seeing your horses go out there and perform is, you know, a high like no other. And, you know, it's challenging, but that's what makes you appreciate the highs a lot more than you normally would.